Casuarina Tree by Toru Dutt. Toru Dutt. Toru Dutt was a Bengali translator and poet from British India, born on March 4, 1856 in Calcutta. Her family was one of the first Calcutta families to be strongly influenced by the presence of Christian missionaries. She was educated at home by her father and by the Indian Christian tutor Babu Sahib Chunder Banerjee, learning English and French. In 1869, when she was 13, they left India to Europe. She is known for her volumes of poetry in English, A Sheaf Gleaned in French Fields, published in 1877. She was the first woman writer of Indo-Anglican literature. She was a natural linguist and was proficient in Bengali, English, French, and later Sanskrit. Died at the age of 21 on August 30, 1877. Casuarina Tree. Published in 1882, in the posthumous collection, Ancient Ballads and Legends of Hindustan. The poem was set when the poetess is abroad somewhere on the coast of France or Italy and celebrates the poet's reminiscence of a happy childhood in India with her siblings. It is a symbolic representation of the rich tradition of Indian culture and philosophy. Consists of 5 stanzas of 11 lines each. Summary. The poem begins with the description of the tree and the creeper which climbs on the tree. In order to elaborate the strength and glory of the tree, the poet opens the poem by comparing the creeper to a python. The creeper is winding round the trunk of the tree, which is rough with deep scars and has grown nearing the stars. No other tree will survive if such a creeper winds the tree. But the Casuarina tree is holding the creeper in a brave way and making the flowers of the creeper as a scarf for itself. All the boughs are having the clusters of the flowers hanging. The tree provides shelter to birds, and during daytime all birds and bees gather there. At night the garden will be filled with never-ending sweet songs of the birds while men goes to sleep. Every day, in the morning when the poet wakes, she opens her windows and see the gorgeous Casuarina tree which greets her. During most of the winter days the poet witness a grey baboon which sits alone like a statue on the tree and watches the sunrise. In the lower boughs of the tree the small monkeys leap about and play around. The koel bird sits on the tree and sings the praises of the morning. In the garden there the cows go to their pastures. The shadow of the tree protect the water lilies and help them grow and bloom like enmassed snow. It is not because of the magnificence the tree is dear to the poet, but because the poet spends her childhood beneath the trees and played with her siblings and friends. After years the sweet companions may depart, but the tree stands as a dearest one forever. The tree is somehow or another providing a space for relaxation and enjoyment with nostalgia. The images are bringing back the memories of the past, which is blinding her eyes with tears. The mourning of hers is reflected in the mourning of the tree. This lament reaches far and wide, as the tree also remembers the children who used to play around it. She laments as the tree is not a part of the lives of those who have passed away from this world. It is the lament of the tree, like a strange speech may reach to the unknown land. Though the speech of the tree is unknown, the poet have heard it and recognized even when she is in a distant land, as she is aware of the loss. Crossing many bays, caves and shores, the sound is heard even when the poet was in France or Italy. Every time when the poet hears the voice, the inner vision of her will arise and brought back the memories of her childhood. It makes her to recollect the visual of the tree outside her window in her own home. The poet loves to gladly call the tree sacred, the tree that is loved by many, both living and dead, whom the poet loves more than her life. The poet intends that the tree will be numbered with many other deathless trees even after her death. Under the shadow of the trees, which is like Barrowdale, the longest surviving trees, the humans witness fear, trembling, hope, and death. The poet tries to transcend the mind to overcome the negative forces by the power of love which she experienced. Finally she states that the tree does not deserve to be forgotten and should be saved from the curse of being insensible. She urges that her love will save the tree from being ignored or being disappeared from the face of earth and from the mind of men. Thus the poem glorifies the poet's past, her siblings, and the native land and the garden with the Casuarina tree. For more videos, like, share, subscribe. Thank you.